Hey, it's Tim, and I'm out in the bushes. We're doing a little hike today and a little walk, and we're gonna get to our the main point of the video, and that is what fits in my Kumo 36. But first, I want to show you this dam. It's an old dam. It's an old one. It's damn old, you could say. Anyway, it was built by a joint effort between the Kumeyaay people, the Native Americans of this area, and the Spanish priests and so forth around the turn of the century. Not this century, not 2020, not 1900, but 1800. It is old. In fact, it is the oldest known organized attempt at holding back the water by man. Like, that's what the sign said anyway. But this is the first time that they ever really tried to hold back the water to feed irrigations, crops for drinking, and things like that down at the Mission San Diego Alcala. So they built this dam up here, and they built a flume system that went from here down to the Mission to feed the garden, to water the garden and stuff. But anyway, it's a lot smaller than it used to be. It used to be 13 feet thick. It was 13 feet tall and 244 feet across. It was a big, massive piece of rock made of rock and mortar. They didn't get cement at RCP or at the cement mixer place. They had to make it out of, I guess, Elmer's glue and straw and mud. The first forms of adobe, I guess. No, I don't know where they got that, but they made it out of like adobe and rock. And this dam, of course, is a lot smaller, probably because it fell down. I think around I think it said 1837 or so. It just kept crumbling and falling apart. So they weren't very good dam builders just yet. They had to get up to the point where they could build a Hoover Dam, but they weren't there yet. But it was it's an amazing thing over here. It's really old, and there's a lot of people that come around here and hang out. But now let's go. Oh, take a look at these lizards. These are some cool lizards that I saw walking in here. Ooh, there's two lizards, two rock lizards. Oh, he's gone. Let's go check out the other one. There he is. He's a big one. All right. Okay, now let's get to the point of today's excursion, and that is what fits in my Kumo. What can I fit in my Kumo for a backpacking trip? We're gonna go find out what fits in the Kumo, mostly because before I bought it, I didn't know if all my gear was gonna fit in here because it's small. It's real small. In fact, it's a Kumo 36. It's the 36 liter pack, which is all the pockets combined. 36 liters for all the pockets. That's not very much. So the main body, the main pack, is only 28 liters. So you can get an idea if you're used to doing backpack stuff, but that's pretty small. That's not a very big pack. So what fits in there? Let's see if it's all gonna fit. All right, let's go find a good spot to dump it all out, look at it, and push it back in there. That's what we do. We dump it out, look at it, and then shove it back in. Isn't that nice? That's a nice cool water flowing through the grasses and down the river. Look at the grass waving in the water. Can you see that? The grass is waving as if to say, come hither and swim in me. Don't drink me though, but you can swim in me. Come hither, come to me. Come here to me, it says. Maybe not, but anyway. It looks nice and pretty. You know what, today is April 29th. April 29th here in San Diego, and golly darn it, it is hot. It's hotter than a wet rock in June right now out here as we walk around in the desert. I'm gonna keep my eye out for rattlesnakes as we walk down this trail. There's one right there. I already see one. He's a big one. Let's see how close we can get to him. Are you kidding me? I found one already. That's a good looking rattler. Look at that baby. He's not very old either. I think there's some people coming. Hey, you guys, hang on a second. There's a rattlesnake right here. He's going in the bushes. Is it little? Yeah, he's not very big. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see the rattlesnake? He's down here in the bushes. Did you see him? Ugh. All right. This is a Kumo 36 liter frameless pack. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we're gonna do this kind of fast because I don't have very much time. I've just got a job interview today and I gotta get her there. So anyway, got these great big shoulder pockets right here. And inside I keep my camera. Here's the holder for it because I'm filming with it right now. Yeah, you're over there. It's over there. It goes in here. I slide it in here. It fits good. Whoop. On this side there's another one, but I've taken and put a water bottle holder on it for my water, which I'm thirsty. Okay. On the back side, there is a meshy thing right here on the top and a meshy thing right here on the bottom. I put my, I forgot what this is called. I put my ground cloth here. This is a Tyvek super light ground cloth to go under me when I sleep. Also inside here is a sit pad. It comes with a backpack. I'm going to go ahead and use this one because it gives the frame, the backpack, a little bit of rigidity and some padding on the back in case something's poking me. I'm going to go ahead and sit on this right now. Let's sit on it, Potsy. Okay, that's on the back side. There's also two hip belt pockets. One hip belt pocket, this one, has my phone in it. I have an S21 Plus. It's a big one. It's not the Ultra, but it's the Plus, so it's kind of big. It just barely fits in there. But it fits in there enough because the pockets are kind of stretchy. It goes in there like that. Zip, zip. This side, I always make my wallet. I put my phone, not my phone, I put my my money and my ID and my credit cards, things like that in there if I'm going to be gone for a long time. But you could also put snacks, granola bar, whatever. But I don't. There's nothing in there right now because we're not on a long trip. Okay? Each side has a big water bottle pocket. So I put a liter of water in each side. Here. And here, right? Also, if I'm not using my trekking poles, I can stick one of them in each side and then stand it up. And then it has these strings, these cinch cords right here, and you can cinch down and tighten your load or hold your trekking pole or whatever. They say they're removable. I guess you just untie the knot and pull it off, but I like to use it for holding my trekking pole. Right on? There's one on both sides. See, both sides are exactly the same. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, then there's this big old meshy pocket in the front. And in here I have a 1 liter, I think it's 1.5 liter knock bag and my filter. And then this is a plastic hair tie that I got. I think I stole it from my wife and daughter, but it's a plastic hair tie. It will break if I pull on it too hard, but it has my water filter in there. And yeah, that's it. And it keeps it all together, nice and neat. Okay. Also inside here is my cook pot and my stove. And inside my pot, I have my my lighter, my stove. What else is in there? Like a little mini flashlight, a little ditty kit, patch kit for my pad, sleeping pad, things like that fit in the pot. So I have the big 8-ounce can of fuel in here, so that's why it's kind of big. But it fits in here. And then also in here, I've got my electronics bag, a Ziploc bag with a battery pack, some cords, and a charger, a wall charger for USB. You know, for when you gotta charge your batteries because it died. And then I put my daily snacks, my snacks for the day go in here, which I don't have any today. I had some, but I ate them already because I've been walking around and it's kind of hot. Remember, it's hot. It's hotter than a wet rock in June out here. So I ate already. In the top, there's a zipper right here. And inside the zipper, I keep any kind of paperwork, like if I have my, like if you had a mask or something, you want to keep it protected, I keep that in here. But right now I've got my potty kit. This is a little shovel, some toilet paper, and some hand sanitizer. You know what, I'm gonna put that right back in there. There she goes. Okay. This pack has a lid that folds over the top. And that's good because you can cinch it down. Let's look inside. I'm keeping my eyes out for snakes. Let's look inside. What do we got? Whoop. Okay, right on top, first thing in business is a puffy jacket. Okay, puffy jacket. Then I have some rain pants, or when it's freezing cold pants. Extra pants for when it's freezing cold. And then, if it should rain, I'll put on this Frog Togs rain jacket. Those are all on the top because they're nice and squishy and they squish down inside. Next on top is some tent stakes for my tarp. Tarp stakes. We'll call them tarp stakes, not tent stakes. There's a bunch of those in there. And then my tarp is here. It's a tarp. My tarp is really cool. I like it. It's a Bear Paw Wilderness Designs. I like it because it's three-sided and it only open on one side. And it's really light. It's like 7 ounces. It's super, super light. And it's Cuban fiber, so it doesn't like get super, super small. I have a twin tarp from Gossamer Gear that gets smaller, and it's about 8 ounces, but I like this one better. Okay, that fits in there. We're doing pretty good. And then I have a Neo Air X-Lite sleeping pad right here that fits down inside. We're doing good. Look at all this stuff in here. Look at all this. Hello! Oh, when it gets really cold, I got these gloves. I can put those on if I want. And then next is my favorite, the food bag. This is big. This is a week's worth of food. Well, like 5 days. This is 5 days worth of food for me. It's heavy. It's in a Cuban fiber stuff sack here. I think it's a light AF. It's a light AF bear hanging kit. And light AF means light as whatever. I'm not sure exactly what the F means, but anyway, light AF. Okay, the last thing in here, the last thing down in here is a waterproof stuff sack with my sleeping bag in it. My quilt is in here. I've got an extra pair of underwear, extra pair of socks, and then socks to sleep in because I don't like thicker wool socks to sleep in. I don't like my feet to get cold when I'm sleeping. Anyway, that's like it, dude. That's all that's in here. That's all I really need. What would be missing? The only thing that's missing is my sun shirt. My sun shirt that I typically would be wearing that. But yeah, that's it, and that's what fits in there. If you have more stuff and you're like, well, where do you put your camp shoes? And where do you put your extra change of clothes? And where do you put the, we don't have that. I don't bring it. You just stink. And when you go into town or when you go places, if you're gonna be out for longer than like a week, when you go into town, you do your laundry. You wear your rain gear and walk around in your rain gear. The last place I was at, in Patagonia, Arizona, they gave us like clothes to borrow in a campground. It was really cool. But anyway, that's what fits in here, and it's stuffed. And by the way, with all this stuff in here, with all the food, I didn't weigh the water. I weighed 17.5 pounds, so that's not very much. This pack is rated to carry 20 pounds comfortably, so much more than that, it's going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to like it. But anyway, I wanted to show you what goes in, what fits, what will fit in here. If you have some big stuff, like if you have a big tent with poles, I use my trekking poles for my tarp to hold my tarp up. But if you have like a tent with poles, you might be able to make it work. But much more than that, this is an ultralight pack, and actually I think they listed as super light. I wouldn't say it's super light, but it is pretty light. But anyway, that's what goes in my pack. And now I've got a yard sale here that I got to clean up. Stuff everywhere. And maybe I'll eat something. Let's eat something out of the food bag, huh? I'm gonna eat something. Golly darn it! I'm gonna eat a Bobo's out of the food bag. And then we gotta pack it up and get home and pick up Audrey and take her to a job interview that we're real excited about. So I'm gonna eat this Bobo's apple pie, drink a little bit of water, and then hike back, and hopefully we don't see any snakes. So this is the end of the video, I think. I just wanted to do this real quick to show you what fits inside of a Kumo. Because when I was shopping for my Kumo, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to fit everything. So it's one of those things where you just gotta buy it and bring it home and see if it fits, right? I did. I bought it. I didn't bring it home. They shipped it to my house. I bought it. I took it home into the garage. I opened it up and I started shoving stuff in, and I had to cut out some stuff. What did I cut out? Not much. I didn't cut much out. But I had to figure out how it was all gonna fit in there. So I'm gonna eat this Bobo's and then work my way back to the truck and go get Audrey. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you see any part of the video after this part right here, that's because I saw something cool I wanted to show you. And I apologize for making the video longer. I wanted it to be short. Okay? You guys have a nice day, okay? See ya. Now all I gotta do is go backpacking.